Okay, go.
Take your foot off the brake.
You ready? Oh, it's dead now. Hey guys, it's official. I bought another Jeep Wrangler YJ. What have I done? Let's get some shots. How close my So yeah, it's official. I now have 3 Jeep Wrangler YJs, 2 1992 and 1 1994 Jeep Wrangler YJ 4.0s, and I'm excited about it. So not only did I get this Jeep, but I got another 4.0 engine with it. This one is a project engine that needs a little bit of work. It does turn over. I put a wrench on it there, and the crank turns over, but the previous owner, he said that it has a spun bearing on it, so we might be making a project out of this and taking it apart to see what's going on. And an axle, 8.8 axle right there. Also came with a complete set of tie rods. There's the long one right there. Yeah, that's a good look right there. So this is a 1992 Jeep Wrangler YJ with a inline 6, and it's running on 33-inch tires right now. And I think it has about 4.5 inches of lift. We'll get a tape measure out here and measure it real quick. But also, I believe it has 1 inch of body lift. Yeah, you can see right there, it's got some body lift to it as well. So yeah, we're riding about 25.5 inches off the ground here. And with those 33-inch tires, so that adds a little bit of lift. What is it? Stock Jeep comes with 29-inch tires, so these are 4 inches bigger, half of that, so that's 2 inches of the lift. So if I remember right, a stock Jeep is 18 inches off the ground, and we are at 25.5, so we'll say 2 inches of that is tire, so that's 7.5 inches higher than a stock Jeep. If 2.5 inches of that is, or 2 inches of that is tires, that leaves 5.5 inches. So that leads me to believe with 1 inch body lift, then there's 4.5 inches of suspension lift on this. And these shackles here, a stock shackle is 4 inches. These guys are about 5.5 inches. And the leaf springs, you guys can help me out and correct me on this math if I'm wrong. These leaf springs, they have a code on them, 80004884. So we'll try to look that up. Comes with a nice little winch on here. I do like this bumper. Did he make that? Did he customize that himself?
He built it.
Yeah, the previous owner built this front bumper, and he actually did a really good job. Nice fair lead on there, and a Smitty built winch here. That'll do the job. Probably end up getting rid of some of this chrome. Not a huge fan of that. The paint's kind of rough. I think it'll buff out though. He did not wash it, obviously, and I think if we buff it up, it'll actually come out looking pretty good. You can kind of see where the oils of your finger here kind of kept the paint nice there. I think this thing will polish up nicely. Same thing with the hard top. The hard top is just kind of oxidized, weathered looking, but I think if we get some polish on that, it'll look good. My wife actually was curious. She came out here and she buffed that just with a wet towel. It actually cleaned up pretty good, but it needs some work for sure. And you can see the cowl vent, just full of pine needles and stuff there.
Hey, one thing I just noticed, we're missing some sway bars. Take a look right down here, and we have none.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sway bar disconnects, and they are permanently disconnected because I did not get them from the previous owner. We've got an aftermarket steering stabilizer on there and shocks, so it's had some work done to it. The frame actually looks really good, and that's one of the reasons I got it. It's pretty darn clean. Look at that frame. Just nice, clean, and straight. I know you guys in the Midwest would die to have a clean frame like that, right? And a custom rear bumper too. Nothing fancy, but it'll do the job. All right, let's take a look at the inside. It's a little rough. So obviously we need a new door panel there, and yeah, he didn't clean it up at all when he sold it, so this will actually be really easy to clean up. There's all kinds of gunk in here.
Let's look at the cigarette ashes.
Yeah, but surprisingly, it does not smell like smoke.
Yeah, not at all. It smells like fungus.
Yeah, well, that's because there's fungus inside. Here, let's take a look. There's the cable for the controller for the winch. Yeah, if you look real close here, yeah, this carpet is rough.
Yeah, we got some fungus right there. Fungus, the fungus mobile.
So the interior is rough, definitely needs to be cleaned up.
I feel like we're gonna find a body in here.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff.
I know.
4.0 high output, and there's another look at the body lift. And I actually have not used any body lift before. Spacers are about 1 inch, so I'm assuming that's a 1 inch body lift.
You've been doing this? Stretching it?
Let's take a look at the passenger side. This passenger door, it's a little rough, but it works. Might have to take a look at why it's closing so hard.
Hey, you got some gloves. One of each. 2 left hands.
What else do I got in there?
Fingernails.
There's a wrench.
For wrench, those are pliers. Or dikes, actually.
Oh, some needle nose there. And yeah, dirt, and I think you're right, there's a fingernail.
There's like 5 of them.
This is the bar for the door on the other side. The handle on the inside doesn't work. So you don't like these lights? And it's definitely going to need a new battery. This one has about 4 volts in it. We had to jump start it to get it over here. And yep, there's your typical inline 6 4-liter engine. Oh yeah. And no stereo, definitely got to clean up all these wires. So yeah, look at that, the vent's disconnected. Lots of little issues, things to fix up.
Okay, I don't know what crack cocaine looks like, but is that it right there? Oh, check this out. It's fungus. We're gonna call it the fungus mobile. That's awesome. I don't even know what this is. This is the crack pipe that goes with the crack right there.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those crystals in here too. I wonder if is it broken glass?
It's meth, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like broken glass or something.
This thing gets even better. There's like cigarette ashes over here, and we got the cigarette wrapper. Amazingly, it doesn't smell like cigarettes in here. It just kind of smells like an old dungeon.
So yeah, I think I'm really excited about this thing. It's gonna clean up really well. I think the paint, it's actually in really good shape.
September 14th.
For a 92, the paint, yeah, it's in good shape.
Yeah, it's a little wobbly. We got 1 bolt up here and 2 back here. 3 for 8. That's a good batting average. Yeah, these needles, they're glued on. Seriously, they're not going anywhere. Well, unless I scrape them off.
We're rolling.
You want to talk about these dumb lights right here, or?
I like the lights. I think this will work good. But actually what I would like to do, we're trying to think of a name for this, and we've come up with a couple. I was thinking of being on my last project here, gave me some bloody knuckles. This thing's red. I was thinking like the knuckle or bloody knuckle, but then Jason thought
Project Fungus, or the Fungus Mobile.
Because of all the fungus. So why don't you guys let me know what you think? Do you like the knuckle or bloody knuckle, the fungus? I'm gonna go work on the fungus. That might actually work. Or if you have a good idea, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it.
Hey, bloody knuckle's not bad either, so.
Yeah.
Project Fungus.
Project Fungus, that could work. All right, let's go. Okay, go.
Take your foot off the brake. man.
Ready, push.
Oh. It's in gear.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out my next video right up here.
Can't we just jump start it?
Oh, I guess so.